The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
Well, before we get there, we did give away the Nate Bargatze tickets, but don't worry, we're just about 10 minutes away from Clash with Kenzie, where you get some of your last chances at PIQNIQ tickets for Sunday, and you'll meet Incubus. Now, in the words of Fred Durst, the Cubs keep rolling, beating the evil Cardinals 10-3, and getting back to 500 for the first time at the beginning of the season. Weird thing happened in the game. Ian Happ hit his friend Willie Contreras in the back of the head with a backswing. Blood was coming down Willie a little bit there. So he did the swing and let the bat kind of almost a bat flip, but held onto the bat, and it went and hit Willie in the head.
I like that you described that as weird and not violent.
Well, I don't think he did it intentionally. Gave him a hug afterward, but Willie did have to leave the game 2 pitches later.
Well, you turned your back on the Cubs.
He certainly did. What he said afterward about Cardinals are a great organization. He said some things that were a little like, hey, man, you didn't have to say that. You go get your money, go do your thing, but you don't have to say... When people leave a place, why do you have to crap on the place you were just at? Can't you say it was awesome, but I'm in a new awesome place?
Especially like the fans and stuff and the organization for at least a very long time was really a good deal. Sometimes you leave a toxic situation, it's different, but he was crying when he thought it was his last game. It's like, this was not a bad experience for you, Mr. World Series. Take it down a notch.
And maybe the most loved Cub during that era.
Yeah, Mr. Hometown Hero, you having a tough time? Shut up.
Come on, man.
Shut up.
Not her. I'm just re-emphasizing what Kenzie said.
Yeah, sounds like it. So let's do a little stat here for Kenzie to see if she appreciates this statistic about the Cubs. Since the All-Star break, the Cubs are first in Major League Baseball for runs per game, 7.38, batting average, .304, and stolen bases, 20 stolen bases.
20 stolen bases is something.
That's what you like the most out of those stats?
I do.
I like the runs. That's just me.
No, I mean, runs are great, but I expect it. Stolen bases are they're like extra pizzazz. It's like stuffed crust pizza.
It's kind of like sprinkles.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a little like, okay, you're earning your paycheck today, aren't you?
I want this as a takeaway later. Stolen bases are like stuffed crust pizza.
They are. Because it's just a little something extra.
Yeah.
And you're not going to get fired if you don't do it.
No.
Right? That's not something you get fired for. You don't steal enough bases. We don't want you on the team.
There might be a conversation.
That doesn't happen.
The pizza's expected. You go to Pizza Hut, you get a pizza.
Yes.
But the stuff, it's like runs. But the stuffed crust, well, now we're talking. Now there's something really happening
You're
there.
not going to say, this pizza sucks because the crust isn't stuffed. But...
Yeah.
If it's stuffed, you're like, damn.
But if I'm expecting stuffed crust pizza like a stolen base in a certain good situation, I'm going to be upset.
I don't know. I think it's very hard to steal bases from professional baseball players. Other professional baseball players.
On the text line, someone come up with a better, I don't think there is a better one, to be honest. I'm with you on this. A better analogy for a stolen base than it's like stuffed crust pizza.
There's a lot of stolen bases in my son's 9-year-old baseball league because the catcher drops it every time, and he has to walk back and pick it up, and you always get to go to first or second. It's like it's going to happen. So, but as professionals, a lot of times the catcher catches it, and this is a less common scenario. And with the Cubs.
Putting a 9-year-old on blast there.
I'm just saying.
Cubs of the Cardinals again tonight. Also, some amazing Cubs-White Sox fight videos have gone viral in the last 24 hours since the Cubs-Sox series over the weekend.
So these are up on Q101.com right now. There was a fight at the second Cubs-Sox game because they only played 2 for some reason this week.
Very tragic.
In a suite. They were brawling in the suite.
Why do you get so upset if you're in a suite?
Yeah, right. Just eat the hot dog and shut up.
Yeah.
You're in a suite. Life is good.
I don't get it.
And you ruined the experience for somebody else who finally got to be in a suite.
All I could think when I saw that video was how upset, crossed arms Karen Bryan would be if a fight broke out next to him in a suite. Oh, I paid good money for this, and there's people causing a ruckus.
Let's be honest. I'm not paying for a suite.
No.
I'm going to schmooze my way in there and get in there.
Ass.
That's right. But I'll still be upset, though, because I got a free suite.
Schmooze your way in. That's why he's not in many of them.
No.
How's that working out for you?
Cubs and the Cardinals again tonight. White Sox lost to Cleveland 6-3 yesterday. I look over the weekend for more dismantling of the team. This is the weekend where the trade deadline is Tuesday, I believe. Is that August 1st? And so this is the time when you might say goodbye to Tim Anderson.
Can I say something positive about the White Sox, even though they lost?
You are the White Sox fan. Go, Case.
I am in love with the player on the White Sox by the name of Jake Berger.
Preach.
This guy has come onto the team this year. He's playing all these different positions. Kenzie, with your 9-year-old, does he bounce around on the field? Does he play sometimes first base and then maybe center field and then shortstop?
Oh, yes, because there's requirements for them to play multiple positions.
Yeah, uncommon in the major leagues, but Jake Berger has taken it upon himself. There's not a lot of room in the lineup right now, which I don't know how because they're losing. They should still make changes to the lineup. The only spot available for him right now is second base. He is learning how to play second base at the major league level in real time. He's only played 3 games at second base. Last night he hit 2 home runs. He's been great in the field for the Sox at second base. This is the guy right now. If I was going to guaranteed rate to buy a jersey, I'm going for a Jake Berger jersey. This is my guy now.
That burger wears many buns. You know what I'm saying? What?
It's like stuffed crust pizza. Yeah.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
We were just talking about how stolen bases in a baseball game are like stuffed crust pizza. 630 texted in, stealing bases is like ordering fries and getting that onion ring in them.
Oh, it's the best.
Oh, what a
no
joy.
upcharge, baby.
What a joy. Thanks for checking out on that. Picnic tickets, and you'll meet Incubus. We'll get you on the phones for that coming up after Gorillas on Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Stealing a base in baseball is like opening the Dunkin' app and seeing you have just enough for a free coffee.
Yes. But it's true. You're not going to not go to Dunkin' just because you can't get it for free. This is what I'm saying. It's extra pizzazz.
We got free ice cream the other day because I had enough Dunkin' points on the app in my neighborhood.
Ooh.
Listen,
It was a Baskin Dunkin' duo.
yeah, the Baskin Dunk. That's what I meant. Yeah, because he's the ice cream, but it was that Megan loves cookies and cream. Got the pint. Actually, it's more than a pint. Actually, it was a lot. It was a big thing of ice cream.
A gallon?
Whatever they are, half gallon, I can't remember. But either way, you should be using your apps on points at Dunkin' and other places we talk about too, because they give you a lot of points.
I've signed up for every rewards thing you can imagine.
Yeah.
I have an account everywhere.
Do you organize all your apps into one folder on your phone?
Yeah, I have like a hungry AF folder, and that has all my food. I do. Then all my transportation, like Metro and stuff, is called I Get Around.
God, you're one of those. You can just search for the app easily, but I wish I had them all organized in folders like that.
No, so then I click and then I look. I have my app with like my bank and 401k and everything is just called Shmoney Honey. So yeah, I have it organized.
Well, I know where to go when I steal your phone and figure out how to unlock it. Shmoney Honey.
Shmoney Honey.
Go in that
Then you
section.
need my Face ID.
I'll grab your face and put it up there to get your phone open. Here, look, Kenzie, look at it. Arr. In the meantime, something free for you that's a lot easier than doing something like that. Picnic tickets, and you'll meet Incubus. 312-591-8300. Picnic is Sunday with Incubus, Beach Weather, Giovanni and the Hired Guns, Bad Flower, Paris Jackson. Michael Jackson's daughter is performing. And there's a couple tickets left at Q101.com, but these are free, and the exclusive experience of meeting Incubus is now.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin.
Q101.
And it's going to be a battle because it's for the last time this week you have a chance to meet Incubus along with picnic tickets. So plenty of picnic tickets all day long, but this is it. Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Now, Karol's checking in from Palatine. She said she beat Kenzie in her car doing the trivia every day this week. Is that correct, Karol?
Close enough.
Now she's backpedaling. I don't know if I like this.
I call her Cocky Carol in the text line.
What was that, Karol?
I said I'm just really nervous. I want to win. I love Incubus. I've been to over 25 shows. I've seen them like all across the Midwest. I've seen them in Australia. I've seen them in Denver. So I just really want to win and meet them.
Oh, nice.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
Some people call that stalking.
No, shut up. Incubus calls it money, so I'll be quiet.
They have no restraining order against you, right?
None.
Okay.
Yeah.
As far as you know.
Yet. It's still pending.
The legal system is awash. It
Still
takes a long
valid in
time.
Australia.
The Australian high courts are taking a while to settle that one. It's tough.
All right, here we go, Karol. Good luck. I hope you win. And first 1 to 5 wins. Listen carefully. If Kenzie gets one question wrong, you can steal a point. She can do the same with you. Call heads or tails on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Tails.
It is tails.
Oh, go Carol.
Here we go. Karol, question number 1. Let's go. The Cruise, the Equinox, and the Silverado are all car types made by what manufacturer?
Chevy.
Chevy is right. She's on the board. Kenzie. The image of Uncle Sam was first used during what war? Just guess a war. 3.
You're such a piece of crap.
2.
Civil
War. Good guess. It was not the Civil War.
Oh, why'd you say it like it was right? I just got so excited.
Because it was a good guess.
You went Civil War, and then he hit the buzzer.
You came up with a war. That was impressive. Karol.
The Revolutionary?
No. It was the War of 1812.
That's what they named it? They just gave up, didn't they? That's the worst name ever.
Agreed.
It's terrible when a war has a bad name.
They have bad branding on the war.
Yeah. Vietnam.
Crap. Why didn't we just do that with all of them?
Well, some wars lasted more than a year.
But it would have started that year.
This is a discussion for another time, maybe a podcast.
Stupid. Then we would have had the dates all memorized.
All right, where are we at?
Well, it's 1-0. It's back to Karol.
Karol, what superhero is from the planet Krypton?
Oh, Jesus.
3.
I don't like superheroes.
2.
Superman?
Yeah, she said Superman. We'll give it to her there. Superman. Good job. Back to Kenzie.
Yes.
Okay, Kenzie. Ann F. Byler founded what pretzel chain in 88?
I'm going to go with Auntie Anne's.
Auntie Anne's is just right. And there we go. You're on the board.
Served at the War of 1812.
Those were delicious. That's why they ended the war. They're like, why are we fighting?
I'm so happy.
All right.
2-1, back to Karol. She's got 2.
Karol, what golf tournament awards a green jacket to the winner?
The PGA?
The PGA is not right. Kenzie.
The Masters.
The Masters.
Jesus.
Probably going to change that name soon.
You're not supposed to do that anymore.
All right, 2-2.
It's back to Kenzie.
Kenzie, who plays Deadpool? The actor's name that plays Deadpool?
Oh, it is. I always mess this up. It is.
3, 2.
It's the wrong one. I know.
Karol.
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
I was going to say Ryan Gosling. I always call him Ryan Gosling every time.
Always mixed up those two.
But I was like, I don't want to say Ryan and give her like a clue because I couldn't remember the last name.
Right.
Say it every time. I call him Ryan Gosling.
Well, it's 3-2. It's back to Karol.
Karol, in total, how many fingers does Mickey Mouse have? 3.
4.
4 is not right. In total, how many fingers does Mickey Mouse have?
8 phalanges.
8 fingers in total.
I meant on one hand.
I said in total at the beginning of the question.
You're right. Okay, sorry.
That's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
Calm down. Everything's going to be good.
A lot of point stealing here.
Karol. No,
What do we got? 3-3?
It's 3-3. It's back to Kenzie.
Kenzie, what did Frosty the Snowman have for a nose?
a button.
A Jesus. Okay. She loves Christmas. She thinks Christmas is tomorrow, Kenzie
I'm
does.
so excited. We're going to be off for 2 weeks.
No one loves vacation days more than Kenzie.
Not allowed to be excited about it. Sorry.
Good Lord.
Jesus' birthday. You're gonna be mad at me.
And we will honor him for a couple days at least.
All right, 4-3, back to Karol. She needs a point here to stay alive.
Karol, if it is 32 degrees Fahrenheit, how many degrees is it Celsius?
0.
0's right. We got a tie game. Next question wins.
It's back to Kenzie.
It's back to me.
Oh, boy, this is good. Kenzie, Jim Harbaugh, Chad Hutchinson, and Brian Hoyer played what position for the Chicago Bears?
I don't know.
3.
I don't know. I'm gonna say
Guess a position.
running backs. I don't know.
Running back's not right. Karol for the win.
I don't know, but I'm going to try and say quarterback.
Quarterback is right. And
Oh my God, I'm so happy, you guys. Oh my God.
We are now responsible for any of Karol's behavior when she meets Incubus.
if Incubus cancels the tour after PIQNIQ on Sunday, it's Karol's fault.
Oh my God, I'm crying.
Aww.
Congratulations.
So
You're
excited.
at the show and you will meet Incubus, Karol.
Oh my God. I'm so excited. Oh my God. Ooh.
Are you sure you want to
That
go?
was rough. Oh my God.
The Q101 Morning Crew's Clash with Kenzie.
On Q101.
Wow. Congratulations, Karol. That's a winner right there. You can greet her and give her the passes backstage there, Kenzie. You can do that.
I don't care. What do you? I get to go.
Yeah, I know. I'm making a restraining order out against Karol before the end of the show here.
I'm worried for my safety, let alone Incubus's.
It's Q101. Don't worry, we have Dave Chappelle tickets coming up at 8 a.m., so more free stuff coming.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Just on a reminder, of course, coming up in 20 minutes, 8 a.m., Brian and Kenzie here on Q101 are going to get you to Dave Chappelle at the Madhouse at the United Center. That's going to be unbelievable. Those tickets coming up at 8 a.m. As we talk about the way you got somebody's phone number and you go back in your, like Kenzie just mentioned, people don't do that anymore. You just kind of get the name, you find them on Instagram, and you DM them. And it's way less pressure to get rejected on Instagram or through a DM. You ask for the number there at the bar or wherever you are. You're putting yourself out there, usually in front of other people, too. And this relates to a story. Check in with us on yours if you have an interesting story at 312-591-8300 because football players, Jason Kelce plays for the Philadelphia Eagles. Travis Kelce plays for the Kansas City Chiefs. Both have won Super Bowl rings. They have a podcast that's hilarious, by the way. And this is Jason asking Travis what happened to him when he went to the Taylor Swift show, and he apparently tried to get Taylor Swift's phone number.
Speaking of Taylor Swift, I know you went to the Taylor Swift concert. How was it?
Yeah, well, I was disappointed that she doesn't talk before or after her shows because she has to save her voice for the 44 songs that she sings. So I was a little butthurt I didn't get to hand her one of the bracelets I made for her.
You made her a bracelet?
Yeah. If you're up on Taylor Swift concerts, there are friendship bracelets, and I received a bunch of them being there, but I wanted to give Taylor Swift one with my number on it. Not right now.
Your number's in 87 or your phone number?
You know which one. She doesn't meet anybody, or at least she didn't want to meet me, so I took it personal.
She probably just hasn't gotten over the Super Bowl yet. She's a big Eagles fan. Maybe she just made something up and just didn't want to talk to you.
Damn it.
That's how they end it. So he put his number on a bracelet and tried to give it to her, but it didn't work out. He didn't get close enough to give her the bracelet even. And he's won the Super Bowl. I mean, he probably had some access, but still didn't get close enough. So don't feel so bad if you get rejected. That's what I'm saying.
Look at Travis Kelce.
Shoot your shot, as I always say.
Rejected AF.
Try to do it. Well, does anybody have any good stories out there on that situation of, trying to get a number and what happened?
I do.
Oh, go ahead, Kenzie.
So when I was in high school, there was this guy, and he was a magician. Like he was
magician.
Yeah, he was a student, but he was like he loved magic. He'd do magic tricks all the time and stuff like that. And they were good. It wasn't just like, ooh, is this your card? Like he was doing some cool crap, okay? And we were all standing around in the lunchroom because he was doing a trick. Again, I think he does one every lunch period, right? And at one point, so he's doing all this stuff. He's running from side to side and putting stuff under shoes and hats and all this. And he hands me a card and he goes, write your number on that. And I'm like, okay. So I'm writing my phone number down and he's telling somebody else to write the thing they're thinking of down, all that. And he goes and collects all these cards and then he takes the one I wrote my number on and goes, that was just for me. And he puts it in his pocket.
Nice. Smooth.
And I was like, oh my God.
And what happened after that?
He texted me and stuff, but he's just, I don't know, we didn't work out.
Aww.
The long run.
Is he still a magician?
He is still a magician. He's very good. He really is.
Magic is one of those things that you can easily make fun of. And when you see it, though, I go all in. I love magic. I love magicians.
It's so cool.
Yeah. And it's just something easy to dump on. And you shouldn't because they're gifted, the people that do this.
Oh, my God. It's such talent. Like, I was very, very impressed by him.
Give me his profile. I want to go check out this guy's magic.
No.
He didn't get your number, but he did that,
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
We're talking about crazy ways someone tried to get your number or you did it to somebody else getting their number. 312-591-8300. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and we're just about 6 minutes away from Dave Chappelle tickets for the Madhouse.
Oh, my God.
Oh, and Sarah's checking in from Valpo. Sarah, ahoy.
Hello.
Yeah, well, what happened with you?
I was about 19. I was working retail. Talking to my boss one day, somebody asked him about his kids. He said, blah, blah, daughter, 19-year-old son stationed in Okinawa. I'm like, why didn't you tell me this sooner? I thought my boss was a nice guy, a funny guy, a smart guy, whatever. You have a son my age, what the hell? And a couple of hours later, he walked through and gave me a piece of paper with an email address on it. And he said, I think you can look people up on Facebook by their email address.
Yeah.
I can't stand that chick he's with. And we talked online a little bit. We hung out a few times when he was home on leave. And when he got home, we moved in together immediately. And we've been married for 10 years.
10 years.
Oh, congratulations.
Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah, it seems like today, and maybe in situations, is it creepy? I know a lot of people will say it's creepy to almost even ask for a number in a situation, you know?
No, because here's what happens. It's only creepy when someone's not interested.
Thank you.
That's the only time. There is not a scenario in which a girl will think it's creepy. She got a guy's number, vice versa, whatever. If you're interested in the person.
Yep. And it's
You
sad
could
then.
be at work and it's inappropriate. Not if you like that man. It's not inappropriate all of a sudden.
You pull out that inappropriate card all of a sudden just because you don't like him.
Right. It's like, well, that was just the wrong setting. It is always the right setting if you're interested and you know it.
Thank you for being honest.
It's true. No, it's true.
It is true.
Yeah. I get it.
The ones that called me creepy just didn't want me. I get it.
Exactly. That's what it meant.
Brandon in Joliet. Brandon, ahoy.
Ahoy, how you guys doing today?
So what was your situation in getting a number or if somebody got your number in a pretty crazy way?
So I actually, I was like 16, 17, and me and my cousin, we were cruising around because, like, that was the cool thing to do then. It's like,
all right.
So we're getting hungry, and we pull into a Sonic, and, like, the girl comes out with our food, and I'm like, oh, man, she's pretty cute. And so I, like, look over at my cousin, and I'm like, hey, watch this. And she's like, all right, well, is there anything else that we can get for you? And I'm like, yeah, can I get some mayo and mustard and your phone number?
Oh.
And she just kind of sits there, and she's like, you smooth little, and she ends up giving me her number.
Ooh.
And we go on a couple dates afterwards, whatever. It didn't really work out. The funny part is, like, 15 years later, I get out of the Army. I have, like, some sleep apnea problems, so I got to go get a sleep study done. And I run into this girl at the sleep study place that I went to, and I'm like, Stephanie? And she's like, Brandon? I'm like, holy cow, you got any mayo or mustard back there?
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.